How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here as we delve into another episode of Once Upon a Time, as we shift into the second half of things with this final season, which has been pretty great so far, and it was a very intense way of, I'd say, closing out the first half of this final season, as we said farewell to Victoria Belfry, and not in terms of her riding off in the sunset, her having a happy ending. It was quite the opposite of that, albeit, of course, it was down to a sacrifice, considering it was either her or Giselle, and this really proved a point, really, to Giselle, considering the animosity there has been between herself and Victoria, given Victoria's fascination with Anastasia, so yeah. But it was really great stuff, learning a bit more with Robin, as we recently got introduced to her. Obviously we know her as Zelena's daughter, but she's all grown up in this season, so yeah, but it was great to learn a bit more about her, and of course there is that tension with her and Zelena that we explored, so yeah, but it was quite the episode last time, so yeah, I'm excited to delve into this episode of Once Upon a Time, so why don't we do that? It's episode number 12 of Season 7. Let's go.
Couldn't you both use a nice quiet day at home?
What do you say, Lucy?
Drama-free.
Every day, just the two of us.
Why not make it 3?
3?
Henry.
Come on,
Yeah.
he never left me. Don't you think it's time?
Of course, he's not the only one.
Hey, you!
Enchanté,
It's been some
princess.
time!
Dr. Facilier, what are you doing here?
Did you really think I'd miss your coronation after everything we've been through? Oh, speaking of, how lovely to see you again, Regina.
Oh, hello!
You're just trying to get under my skin.
Go to the ferry
Wait, it might be Rumpel.
on the southern edge of the bayou and see if I'm lying. You may not trust me now, but you will then.
I mean, you don't really have a good reputation for
like you
Tiana.
said.
Lucy's doctor.
Shit, yeah.
She was found in the hospital the same night as Victoria.
Nick.
Medical
Nick did
examiner
it.
said death was due to natural causes.
But that's
You think
bullshit.
otherwise?
So, H-Town.
H-Town.
I was kind of disappointed I didn't make the cut.
I promise
Oh,
I will get to your story in an
poor
upcoming
Remy.
episode, Remy.
Well, you definitely mentioned Jacinda. A bunch. Must
See,
have been that
even
mixtape
Remy
she
now
made you.
knows.
I'm an investor. But Victoria Belfry pushed me out of the Heights years ago. But now that
And
she's
her
passed
absence.
on, I've decided to return. See if I
I'm
can
guessing
help
he's
improve things.
awake.
Please, ask Ronnie to call me.
Yeah.
It seems a bit suspicious, like he knew, like Victoria's out the picture, he gets to step in, he knows Ronnie.
And there's fearsome beasts across the entire realm. My enchanted spear is the only weapon strong enough to kill it.
Now he is bragging about his enchanted spear.
Well, what's the harm in bringing him?
Maybe he's
always use his
compensating.
way.
I'm kidding.
Dialing
No
him,
shade,
his life and
Naveen.
showing him what a real hero.
Soup. You know you're a tiny bit controlling.
Well, I am not.
Really?
She is not beating the control
what do you
freak
know?
allegations,
Just a tiny
folks.
experiment. You obviously wouldn't mind if I dunked this sweet little guy into this savory, sumptuous bath.
Okay. Look, that's enough. If you are going to ruin your lunch, then you can pay for it.
Oh, God, it's Chad. Keeps leaving messages.
Oh, wow.
Supposed to tell him.
Don't pick up.
She's marrying a Chad.
I know that's not what I meant. I meant that we have bigger problems than your fiance right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say she knows.
Look.
It's real. I saw the book. You were in it.
He's like, we're doing
Where
this
is it
again.
now?
We are doing this again.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter because
Good way to back it
tonight is
up.
the night you're finally gonna give my mom true love's kiss. And when that happens,
He's
the
like,
curse will break.
Hello?
If you remember seeing her.
I remember.
Bakery.
But I didn't
Oh,
see
shit! Yeah.
I apologize. I didn't.
Dreadful what
Did you,
happened.
did you see anything?
Absolutely
Oh,
dreadful.
Been
Yeah.
off season for ginger.
You may have better luck talking to the butcher next door.
Of course. Thanks for your help.
Cookie for the road? They're fresh.
Would I take that? Would I take that?
No, thank you. That
Yeah.
looked delicious.
I would not take that. We're gonna do some like Hansel and Gretel thing.
These two are gonna be out this all night, aren't they?
Unless an alligator eats them.
Or crocodile. But it might not be a crocodile or an alligator, but it could be a
This is really getting
crocodile.
under your skin, isn't he?
Tiana, Ella!
It's gonna be an actual crocodile. Or an alligator. Or a crocodigator.
It's a food truck. Who even does that?
Facilier. I don't think it's him.
And he
It's
says
not-
I'm controlling. He
I
hasn't
don't
seen
think it's
anything.
him.
I think I might know.
Oh, so it was you.
No, but
He said he
I
might
have
know.
this silent partner, Mr. Samdi. It was his idea for the truck and the money. He said he could guarantee my success.
No
This
surprise!
is so like
Did our royal duties together. And that's the way we plan to rule.
Part of it taken away.
Now it's all on me. And ruling alone is the last thing I ever wanted. It's hard and it's lonely.
You see what I'm getting at, people?
To help.
it looks just like Dr. Facilier's.
It was Dr. Facilier.
Oh
I
shit!
think you know exactly who he is.
I don't.
Are you working for him? Did he set this up?
Then I'm afraid I'm not interested.
You sure?
Oh.
Could discuss it over a drink.
Don't need to. I've heard more than enough.
But I'm sorry to hear that. If you ever change
So
your
did
mind,
they actually swap names and all of that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, just to play with him. But I'm guessing he suspects, like they suspect about him.
I know this tape exists. I think I'm gonna need to see what's on it. I mean, you know, this could change everything.
Well, then I better get it.
Lucy's like, oh yeah, it's all coming together. Go on! I'm wondering if Facilier's the gator. You know, with how some people turn into frogs in this.
Like them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were very
He's bullshitting.
Sugary.
Come on.
Exactly.
Too sugary.
But yours are amazing.
Diabetes.
So please, don't shoot yourself in the foot here. Trust me. And let me help you.
Because that's it though, Drew's honest.
not so fast.
What'd you do?
No, I saved him, like you asked. The thing is, I agreed to waive your price, not his. After all, it was his life that I saved. Until he pays his debt, that life is mine.
Wow.
And what exactly is that payment
Absolute
going to be?
scum.
She's still alive.
Well, there's nothing unknown here except baking equipment.
A lock of her hair is missing.
The cult.
Yeah.
Whoever killed our doctor tried to kill our baker too.
Make it look like a
And whatever they're up to,
suicide.
I suspect
I'm guessing just with the way she's
they're
locked
far
up.
from finished. He didn't return empty-handed.
The dog one in denim. How quaint.
So now you're awake.
Now you're
I
awake.
came to you for help.
I had an alliance with Belfry, which precluded my being honest with you.
Of
And now that
course.
she's dead and cursed persona, I've made some poor decisions. I mean, who loves Def Leppard lyrics that much?
I recognize this. Looks like
8 spokes on a wheel. The doctor wasn't killed by the coven. She was in the coven.
Yeah. So anyone who's in the coven, well,
Henry Mills would surely die.
uh-oh. Now she's got to separate them two. Oh no. Oh no, Henry.
Mom! I can't sleep. Can we finish the game?
Yeah. I think the only acceptable times you can do that is to prevent him from dropping
again,
dead. But Henry's gotta feel like, oh, damn it!
To help me get something that I've been after for quite a long while. In the meantime, the two of you can keep making magic together.
Drew? Did I hear you talking to someone?
I was just talking to myself.
You all come out to meet them with me.
Oh, she's not
Because I
alone.
can't protect them all alone. And I am putting my trust in all of you to help me.
Got this support system here.
Your friends are gone now. You stop pretending you're not happy to see me. Especially when I come bearing gifts.
Oh, shit.
Remember this.
Oh.
How could I forget?
Nah!
I miss my queen.
No way! No way! No way they had a thing!
Wish, Regina. You always have.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare step through those shits! God's sake! What the Yeah, that was not on my bingo card. Them two... Boing. Yeah, definitely not on my bingo card there. So, yeah, that's an interesting element, especially with the fact that, obviously, we know that Regina has changed. So, yeah, there is a bit of a, it's a bit of an interesting situation because of the fact that, like, with Regina change, with Facilia being dodgy, yeah. So, but, yeah, I found it very, very interesting. So, yeah. But, it's an interesting dynamic. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic to see. So, but I'm guessing, considering the fact that we haven't really had too much of, of a mention that there was someone else other than Robin and Daniel, that it was just a little bit of a fling. The city had probably got a bit of attached. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, like I said though, it's going to be very interesting to follow that story with Regina and Facilier, because we've not really had any indication, and we know how deep those wounds hurt in regards to Daniel and Robin, so it might have been it might have been a few time things. It wasn't anything serious or anything like that, and then maybe Facilier had, was wanting some, like with the Evil Queen as well, because obviously when they hooked up, she was, I guess, going by the Evil Queen. She did say I was a different person back then. So with Facilier, he would have sought like this chance to unify, what he possesses, and unify that with the Evil Queen, an unstoppable duo. So he could have been seeking big opportunities there and all of that. So and for Regina, especially where we're seeing her in the present day, completely, well, not the present day, but the, in terms of the flashbacks, she has changed and all of that, but she might still have the hots for Facilier because, he might have been good and all of that. I don't know. But like I said, there doesn't seem to be any indication that they had a proper, go at a relationship. Like I said, it might have just been more so like a, one-night stand or something like that. Or friends with benefits. I don't know. So we'll just have to explain. We'll just have to explore this further. So yeah. But you know, it will be great though, because it is really, really great to have Facilia back as well, because of the fact that when we saw him in episode 5, there seemed to be that indication that that there is a lot more to explore about him, because he is very, very powerful, and yeah, it is a really, really great opportunity with this whole situation of Victoria dying and all of that, and he comes strolling into town. So yeah, but also you know, we're entering the final half of the season, so he's got to make more of an occurrence, right? So yeah. But it's going to be very, like I said, interesting to explore his relationship with Regina, and of course, there is that tackled with the fact that he's also awake, and he is overseeing situations with Naveen, aka Drew, being a bit of a dodgy partner. So yeah, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, I thought they were teasing the prospect of him being Naveen's brother, because Tiana saw the thing, the little necklace thingy mabob that was different from the one, of course, that was in the gator, and I'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, she recognised that it belonged to Facilia, and then Naveen did mention about the fact that, oh, it was my brother's, and he was completely confuddled about who Facilia was. So I was thinking, what if, you know, Facilia faked his death, and, you know, whatever name he was going by before, because I don't think we got to mention about who his name was, Naveen's older brother's, or his brother's name was. Yeah, like, what he would have done is faked his death. You know, I'm no longer this name. I am now Dr. Facilia. And then, yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought, but it doesn't seem to, you know, indicate that. So yeah, I just thought that with the wording and all of that, in terms of, wait, that looks like Dr. Facilia, and he was like, oh, it was my brother's. So I just, my theory mind went into a bit of overdrive. So yeah, but you know, that's okay and all of that. But I'm not sure if he was the Gator and all of that, because I mean, I could see it happening in terms of, because yeah, he did pry the necklace from the gator, but we didn't see. I don't think we saw the gator in, like, in terms of its corpse and all of that. When Facilia got the necklace out, we just saw the shimmer in the lake, and then yeah. So what could have happened was he could have posed as the gator and attacked Naveen. There you go. So, but I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that it was, you know, like I said, a very, very interesting, you know, dynamic that we have with Facilia and Naveen, seemingly, because both in present day and the past, Naveen has no idea about, you know, what shenanigans are going down with Facilia and all of that. So, like in the past, in the flashbacks, he's completely oblivious to who Facilia was, even though that he had the thingy-mabob, but it belonged to his brothers. So, yeah. So, yeah, and then, of course, Facilia is making all of these calls to Drew in the present day. So, yeah. But yeah, it does seem like Facilia is puppeteering Naveen and aka, or Drew, should I say, Naveen or Drew, because obviously there is that thing in the present day. So yeah, but I did find it very interesting as well, going to the whole alligator crocodile situation, because and I wouldn't blame you all if you all thought this, but I was thinking, when they mentioned the beast, oh, it's an alligator, I was thinking, wait, are they bringing Rumple into the midst of things? And I know crocodile and alligator, there is a difference, but I mean, how many pirates would have thought when Hook mentioned about facing the crocodile? How many people would have thought that he was that he had actual beef with an actual crocodile, right? Instead, it was Rumpel. Of course, he went by that name, the crocodile. But he also, went by with Once Upon a Time. They made sure that he wasn't exactly like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, but that was his name. He was the Beast. So. Yeah, but no, that's what my mind was thinking, because yeah, and then what Nook did was make that comment about, alligator, crocodile, what's the difference? So, but yeah, that was my thought process there with the whole alligator situation. But yeah, so yeah, it was great to see Dr. Facilio back, causing a bit of a nuisance. So yeah, and there was of course that confrontation with between Kelly, Ronnie, and Vasily. So yeah, but and that was very, very intense. And now finally, Rumpel has decided to not hide behind the mask and tell everyone that, well, tell Ronnie and Kelly that yeah, I'm awake. So yeah. Much to the annoyance of Regina. Like, you can't really blame her, considering a few episodes ago she suspected that he was awake and he was just playing her like a damn fiddle. So yeah. So poor Regina. But yeah, it was also very interesting to go into speaking of Rumpel, into that situation, because he was of course partnered with Nook, as he usually is, but in terms of discovering more about this whole situation with that doctor who died last week, and then you have Hilda, of course, where we went to the bakery, and we are connecting pieces together where both the doctor and Hilda, they were both witches of that coven. So it's not so much of the fact that that doctor was killed because she knew too much about the real parentage of who Lucy's parents are, should I say, but it was because of the fact that she was part of the cult. So yeah, anyone who's part of that cult, yeah, yeah, it's not looking good for them. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, I was low-key getting Hansel Gretel vibes. I mean, I know we've had that way back in season 1. But I guess it hasn't really stopped Once Upon a Time. I mean, look at Nick, for example. He's embodying Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk, and we've already had that. It's the same with the whole Rapunzel situation. So it's not like it's going to stop Once Upon a Time if we did have a whole Hansel and Gretel situation revitalized in season 7, because yeah, there seems to be a precedence for that. But yeah, especially when she had the gas on and all of that, and yeah, I was low-key thinking, oh, this is all going, like, they're going to find something really, really fucked up, aren't they, in terms of, like, children, unconscious or whatever. So, because, of course, the whole Hansel and Gretel situation, yeah, so. But, no, someone tried to kill her, so, yeah, all because of the fact that she was part of the coven. So, interesting development on that front there. But yeah, and we also tried to have Jacinda and Henry kiss, which is a bit of a no-no. Normally it's something you'd advocate for, but it's a bit of a bind for Lucy, because of course both Jacinda and Henry, they're her parents at the end of the day, and they need to be united. But yet Henry cannot kiss Jacinda, because otherwise Henry. So yeah, it's a bit of a confuddling situation for poor Lucy. And thankfully she managed to intervene, so all well and good. But yeah, we still need to find a way to sort that shit out, because yeah, I'm not having Henry die in the final episode. in the final ever episode. I'm sure we'll find a way. It's just pulling teeth at this moment. So, but no, overall this was pretty fun stuff to go through. And yeah, like I said, great to see the return of Dr. Facilier. And how he's been intertwined, not just in terms of progressing Tiana's backstory as she was on her way to become Queen of the People, but also, like, there was the introduction of Naveen, who, well, in the past, and I'm guessing that sticks true in the present, given the fact that, you know, Facilier did mention about the fact that his life is mine, so obviously in the present, he is just chirping into his ear, so I'm guessing that pact still rings true, sadly, for Naveen, or Drew in this version of events, but still, it was really great to see Facilier back into the mix of things, especially considering how powerful he seems to be, so, yeah, but, yeah, pretty interesting stuff there, so yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!